Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I haven't seen him in about 200 days, and he's gone because he's in the military, so he is deployed, and that is why I want to see him more.
Kira, you don't have to miss him anymore. Turn around.
Turn around. Love you.
A local soldier's back home tonight. His family could not be happier.
When he arrived late last night at Fargo's Hector International Airport, he was on a mission. Master Sergeant Adam Lund's mission started by surprising his oldest daughter at the airport. From there, he stayed hidden overnight because he wanted to surprise his two other daughters today while they were at school. Lund is back after a 6-month deployment to Southwest Asia. He and his wife, Sherry, worked on this triple surprise reunion, and despite some scheduling hurdles to clear, it was executed wonderfully.
You know, he had some delays, but so happy that it all ended up turning out and that I was able to surprise him like I really wanted to.
It's been amazing. You know, I've looked forward to it for over 180 days now.
While there's always a chance for another deployment, Master Sergeant Lund, who serves with the 119th Air National Guard in Fargo, should be home for a while. On Tuesday, 8 members of the Happy Hooligans returned home, and today another 10 were expected back.
There are no storms, no nasty wind chills, no late January weather problems throughout the valley, and that's fortunate for us all. Let's find out from Hutch what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
Well, more of the same, the way things look. We started out today quite soupy with some areas of dense fog, including right here in the FM area. It took a while to break, but we never did get out of the gray sky mode, and that limited our heating today to close to 30 degrees. For tonight, fairly quiet, still cloudy, and temperatures that will be fairly stable. A lot of clouds out to the west will continue to sweep near the region. Visibilities are still reduced out to the east between 1 and 2 miles. Patchy fog, temperatures in the upper 20s, pretty steady tonight with a southeast breeze that will continue as well. So I'll have that cool feel if you're out and about this evening. Coming up, we'll talk about a fabulous Friday and then some less than fabulous warm weather for the weekend. I'll have all the details in a few moments.
It is January.
It is.
Thanks.
A Fargo woman will spend 2.5 years behind bars in the death of a man who fell from the hood of the car she was driving. 28-year-old Alicia Johnson reached a deal with prosecutors in which she pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment and leaving the scene of an accident involving death. 33-year-old Joshua Fonder fell from her vehicle last May. He died a week later from a head injury. Johnson will be on probation after jail time and must pay about $1,000 in restitution.
A Twin Cities area priest is under investigation for an allegation of criminal sexual misconduct. Reverend Thomas Joseph from St. Nicholas Church in Carver is accused of having sexual contact with a woman several times more than 2.5 years ago. In a written statement, Thomas claims he's innocent and says he was surprised by the allegation. He is fully prepared to cooperate with the investigation. The priest has been removed from service during the investigation.
State regulators in Minnesota have outlined a plan for speeding up investigations of elder abuse and reducing the backlog of unresolved cases. A team of state officials is sorting through thousands of reports of maltreatment in senior homes. The state health department wants to eliminate that backlog by December. Hundreds of parking tickets are given each year, but only a handful of people end up getting towed.
A whistleblower contacted us after he ran out of options trying to get his car back. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin has the unusual circumstances that's made it impossible for one man to get around.
Had parked our vehicle there because it needed work on the drive shaft.
Cass Collier says he made arrangements for someone to come over and fix his car. That's when he found a
neon orange sign on the car saying it was to be towed.
He says this was already after paying for a ticket, but with no driveway.
Is where we were parking.
And nowhere to permanently park. With complaints rolling in from his East Grand Forks neighbors, the city was going to have his car towed. And for Cass, that's particularly problematic.
2 months ago, I lost my legs due to diabetes.
To make things even worse,
my wheelchair hoist is on the back.
We tracked his car down with the wheelchair lift. Cass says he's on Social Security and says there's no way he can afford to pay the fees to get his car back. Oh, and about the wheelchair lift, he says it cost $4,000, paid for by Minnesota tax dollars.
I would like to see our truck given back. If there's a fee, make it so that we can pay it.
The city of East Grand Forks says there's nothing they can do. The tow truck company says to just cover their costs, the best they can do is lower the fee to $100 and for them to hand over the keys so they can scrap the car. Then they'd let him get the wheelchair lift and anything else in the car. Before then,
I'm stuck
in a tough spot. East Grand Forks, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
We pulled the numbers on how many people in East Grand Forks are getting towed. In the last year, the city has given out 421 different parking tickets. After that, drivers are given a 24-hour time period to move their car. If they don't, it's going to get towed. Out of those 421 ticketed cars, just 8 were towed in the last year.
If you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. 237-6576. You can call and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the excitement for Super Bowl 52 is intoxicating. What you need to know to keep yourself from scammers trying to unload fake tickets.
Up next, the traveling continues for Miss America. Why she will be heading to Washington, D.C. in the near future.